found new forms, so we morphed. From mud huts to skyscrapers, from Morse code to binary code, where coding for girls is not sacrilegious, but said with the same simplicity as a makeup tutorial. Yes, a tomorrow where girls are lining coding like lining makeup, hacking bro codes, breaking barriers. Background has never birthed intelligence and talent, nor be they the DNA of privilege. If you can dream it, you can code it, debug and refactor with every binary, not restricted by a mouse, keyboard, or data. Be it in a leafy suburb, downtown CBD, or the township. Creativity, your currency, your mind, a mine. With evolution, the true never changes. We just dance to it differently. Memory is stored in feeling. This flow is innate. There is no mathematics to the sound. But we have always known this. Rhythm is more in action than in thought, and it's playing out than it's scripting. Some have called it mysticism. I call it the resurrection of our ancestors who art in heaven through our images of unborn things, our words, sensations, song and dance, an embrace of Urban Festival 2020, an embodiment of the ideal.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this COVID-19 case study at the Urban Festival 2020. It's a huge honor to share this with you, to be part of this festival. Keep up the amazing work, and thank you, Urban Festival 2020, for allowing us just to share this. For those of you that don't know me, I am the founder and CEO of GovChat. My name is Eldrid Jordaan. Been doing this for a few years now. Started out, obviously, with a platform many of you know called Mixit. And when Mixit closed down in 2015, I decided to use my learning at Mixit and then create a very simplistic platform that tries to connect citizens with government. It's been a 4-year journey, and we have started this platform in 2016, but it is really COVID-19 that has really showcased what this platform can do, the power of technology, being able to then connect citizens with government, and obviously then adapting it for the COVID-19 pandemic. So the presentation that I'm going to be sharing with you is just a case study around COVID-19. Quite a few things that we are going to be sharing with you this morning. So just a bit about the GovChat background. GovChat is the official citizen engagement platform for the South African government, built very, very differently. It uses chatbot technology, uses natural language. Literally, you can speak to the GovChat bot and it would respond back to you. So it's not a menu-driven bot where you need to press 1 for English or Afrikaans, or press 2 for Xhosa. You can literally speak to it like you would speak to a family member or a friend or just a contact on your mobile phone. Many of you are also going to ask me, where can I download GovChat? GovChat is not a mobile application yet. We don't believe in building mobile application just yet, purely because for 2 reasons. The one is the cost of data in South Africa is still a very expensive one. And you look at many big corporates, telcos, banks, retail sectors that have massive databases. You compare their subscriber base to their app downloads, and you'll find out that it's not a very successful one. And so we believe that cost of data is still a big challenge for South African citizens. And so what GovChat did was it created technology that integrates into messaging platforms that you already have on your mobile phone, like WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger. Obviously, those messaging platforms are seen as essential messaging platforms, and citizens, I believe, are not going to delete those messaging platforms to add GovChat. And so we created this technology that literally just integrates into WhatsApp. The number that you would add is 08204685553. I'll say that again, 08204685553. You would add GovChat as a contact, and you can then start engaging with your government. From a partnership point of view, GovChat obviously is an open government partnership initiative with the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs. We have partnership agreements with the Department of Social Development, SASSA, the Department of Health, and then we have strategic partners like the IEC and SALGA as well. This slide are the beautiful faces behind the GovChat technology that is currently being used by millions of South Africans. Started out with me in the right, but these are the technologists, the developers, the coders that have created the GovChat technology. When we started out quite a few years ago, we started out literally in developing 3 features. So the first 3 features was related to local government. The first one was by dropping a location pin on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, that you'd be able to find out who your public representative is. This feature is integrated with the IEC, and so we have probably about 10,000 public representatives on the GovChat platform. So you can drop a pin anywhere in this country, and you can find out who your public representative is. The second feature that we built was rate and reporting of government institutions. So GovChat has mapped out well over 60,000 public spaces of government. For example, Home Affairs offices, IEC voting stations, courts, police stations, healthcare clinics, schools, post offices. You named it, we have mapped it out. And what we do is we allow citizens to rate 2 things. First, the services of public servants. So just the experience of the public servants at that public institution, and then we allow citizens to rate the infrastructure as well. It's important that when we say that the public sector is doing well or not doing well, that we distinguish between services and infrastructure. And so GovChat has done that, and very shortly I will show you how citizens has rated various government institutions. We also allow citizens to report municipal issues, issues like water, electricity issues, pothole issues, street light issues, sewage issues, refugee removal, and we allow them to send those issues directly to any of the 257 municipalities in South Africa. So they would send it via our GovChat chatbot, and we would then directly send that query or that issue directly with the municipality. From a feedback point of view, if we look at issues like water and electricity issues, those are seen as essential issues. We ask citizens within 12 hours there's an automated message that would go back to citizens to find out whether those issues has been fixed or not, just to really find out if we need to escalate that matter to a municipal manager. Then the three biggest, I'd say, features on GovChat. The first one is COVID-19 related, which is a feature that was built in partnership with the Department of Health, where citizens are able to do self-screening. They are able to find out by a drop of a pin where the closest public or private testing station is. And they are also able to exclusively get their test results when they've gone through or gone for a COVID-19 test. They can get their test results using the GovChat WhatsApp platform as well. Then possibly the most exciting feature, which has changed the way that GovChat operates, is the SASA feature, where we have digitized the social relief of distress grant application, making it really, really easy for citizens to apply for 350 Rand grant from their mobile phones. And we are definitely going to showcase you the amazing work that SASA is doing, how they are really, really making it easy for citizens to receive that 350 Rand grant without needing to go and stand in a queue at the post office or any of the SASA offices. And then the last feature that we have created throughout the COVID period was being able to report corruption in real detail. This is not whistleblowing. This is a full corruption reporting feature, allowing citizens to report corruption at national, provincial, and local government level. We also even allow citizens to report corruption within the private sector. But what's exciting about this feature is that it allows citizens to upload and provide evidence, documentation, whether it is photos, whether it is any documentation that you have that would be evidence in trying to conclude or trying to close a case, and help the authorities like SAPS or the Hawks or the Public Protector on or the Auditor General on corruption matters, that would be done. And we do this through a secure web form portal, so all the information that you are sending off comes to GovChat in a secure manner, and we are then able to submit that to the relevant authorities to do the investigation properly. From a GovChat user insights point of view, GovChat has 5.5 million active users, 28.2% of those users coming from the Gauteng province, 20.1% coming from KZN, and in the Western and Eastern Cape making up 11.9 and 10.2%. And then from a gender split point of view, 54% is male, and then 45% is female. A real exciting slide for me is just in the last 2 months, we have processed well over 250 million messages on the GovChat platform. I'm going to say that again. This is really exciting for us. We have processed about 250 million messages on this platform. Really exciting, possibly making us the largest citizen engagement platform in South Africa. And I still can't believe it. This is really, really exciting, seeing South African citizens really coming on to GovChat, interacting with government, and we're seeing government obviously coming onto the platform as well, using those data insights, being able to help them plan a lot better and act, not just seeing a responsive government, but a proactive government using the GovChat data insights to make South Africa a really better place. So my first use case will be SASSA, sharing the examples around the social relief of distress grant. As I said previously, we have digitized that application process. And so far, we've received 4.4 million applications from various South African citizens, refugees, and asylum seekers. Unfortunately, we were only able to send through 1.74 million of those applications directly through to SASSA. And the big reason for this is that on WhatsApp, we are not allowed to ask citizens to submit their personal identity information. And so what we do is we created a secure form portal. Unfortunately, that secure form portal is not zero rated. You do need data to access it. And so we saw more than half of South African citizens, asylum seekers, and refugees drop off because they don't have data, or the network coverage is pretty bad. We also, at the peak of the SRD grant process, were processing about 12,000 messages every single minute on the GovChat platform. I can also say that GovChat is the largest user of AWS Lex, a real achievement for South Africa and for the South African government as well. Just around where these users come from, that is applying for SRD grant, is about 26% of users coming from the city of Joburg, 23% coming from the Bushbuckridge area, and about 18% coming from the city of Tshwane. An alarming slide because it shows that it is the economic hub of South Africa, the Gauteng province, that is in distress, in need of assistance from the South African government around that 350 Rand grant. From a user demographic point of view, 61% of all users are aged between 18 and 35. Worrying because it shows it's the young people of South Africa that is in need of the 350 Rand and in need of assistance from the South African government. We are also finding out that about 31.4% of citizens are coming back to the platform every single day just to find out what the status of the application is and how soon they can get their 350 Rand grant. The next slide for me is possibly the most concerning slide and concerning to many government officials. And it's this slide where even those citizens that are applying for 350 Rand grant, what's concerning is that many of them have iPhone 10s. Now, this is concerning because iPhone 10s, as you know, can cost between 10,000 and 11,000 Rand. We are also seeing a big portion of Samsung and Huawei phone models trying to access a 350 Rand grant. And these phones are coming in between 2,000 and 5,500 Rand. But they are applying for 350 Rand grant. Now, three things I think that we can take from this slide. Firstly, I think it could be that there is possibly quite a few stolen phones that is trying to apply for this grant. I doubt that because iPhones are really tough I won't say steal, but to get it unblocked. The second thing that we could pick up from this slide is that it could have been a huge middle class or previously middle class South Africans that are now in distress because of COVID-19, or it could be a bunch or group of South Africans that is living above their means. I will have you make up your mind which three you're going to go for. I definitely think that it is quite a number of South African citizens that were previously middle class and now in distress because of COVID-19. GovChat has also assisted SASSA with digitizing their call center. Obviously, during the COVID-19 period, the SASSA call center was inundated with requests around understanding what does the SRD grant mean, how quickly they can access it, what the status of the applications are, how soon they can get their funds. And so what GovChat did was it decided to take all the frequently asked questions and then digitize it and put it into the GovChat chatbot. And within the first, I'd say 30 days, we received and handled well over 500,000 questions, taking a lot of pressure off the SASSA call center. And we were also able to save SASSA between 7.5 and 8.5 million rand in call center seat costs. We know that if you wanted to handle 500,000 questions within a month, you would need about 400 call center agents to do that. So again, technology, chatbot technology, being able to assist the BPO process, the call center process, alleviating a lot of the pressure, but also making sure that the citizen experience around interacting with government is a lot better, making sure that every single question is being answered, whether it is banking related, whether it is the status of the application related, whether it is understanding how to apply for that grant, or what the criteria, what the qualifying criteria is to access that SRD grant. We can also see that just by digitizing this, we are able to understand exactly what questions are being answered. And in this use case, majority of the questions were related to banking and payment related queries. And then the second biggest query was around the status of the SRD grant application. Moving on to the COVID-19 health impacts, GovChat, as I said previously, has processed about 250,000 COVID-19 test results for citizens. And what is really, really great about this feature is that for the first time in South Africa, we have linked the public and the private testing station. So whether you went to a Pathcare, whether you went to Ampath, or whether you went to Tygerberg or Groote Schuur Hospital, or any public hospital to go and do a COVID-19 test, it really didn't matter. We were able to take all that information on both the public and the private testing stations, and we were able to provide those test results really, really quickly. This is a great use case because very, very soon we will be talking about the National Health Insurance, which will be implemented in South Africa, bringing the public and private sectors together. So I think that this is a great start, seeing how the public and private sectors working together to provide a quality service to its South African citizens. We were also able to record quite a few symptoms, helping the NICD, the Department of Health, understand what the like peaks are, chills, fevers, fatigues, dry coughs, taste and smells, making up the majority of the symptoms that was recorded on the GovChat platform. We were also able to see, I think this was in the month of May, that the City of Cape Town, Stellenbosch local municipality, the Breede Valley municipality were real peak and high risk zones for COVID-19, and we saw that the Gauteng province was the province most searching for COVID-19 testing stations. The Western Cape coming in second at 23%, the Eastern Cape coming in at 15%, and then KZN coming in at 13.9% as well. GovChat is also able to tell you that about 79% of citizens looking or searching for a testing station does not have medical aid, and 20.3% have medical aid. We know this because we ask citizens whether they have the medical aid or not, or whether they have the 850 Rand cash funds to spend on a COVID-19 test when going to a private testing station. We also did a sample of hospital ratings during the month of May, and we saw the Mitchells Plain Hospital, a fairly new hospital in the Western Cape, doing fairly well, 4 out of 5 stars for both of the services and the infrastructure. You compare that to the Chris Hani Hospital and to the Sebokeng Hospital. Chris Hani coming in at 2 out of 5 stars for both the services and infrastructure. Sebokeng not doing well, unfortunately coming in at 1 out of 5 stars for both the infrastructure and services that citizens are receiving or experiencing at the Sebokeng healthcare clinic. From a local government point of view, as I said, GovChat allows citizens to report municipal issues with all 257 municipalities. The last 2 months, I think for August and September month, we've received 9,247 municipal service delivery issues reported on the GovChat platform. Majority of those issues being electricity issues, 26% being electricity disruption, 12% being illegal connections. But the big concern for me was the water-related issues, 15% water disruptions and 9% water leaks. This is concerning because as a South African government, we are trying to advocate citizens to wash their hands regularly to try and combat COVID-19 spreads. But I think that this is something that we're going to have to address really urgently, because without water, unfortunately, things like sanitizing and washing hands is not possible. From a top issues per or by municipality, I'll do a quick comparison. If you look at the city of Johannesburg and the city of Tshwane, the majority of those issues there reported on GovChat, 45% of those issues were electricity disruption issues, compared to the city of Joburg coming in at 33%. Now, if you compare the Gauteng province to a province like the Western Cape, only 25% of those issues in the city of Cape Town being electricity disruption issues, and if you take that to the Overstrand, coming in at 21%. So great use case of comparing metros and local municipalities as well around what is being reported. From a municipal analysis point of view on GovChat, we can also tell you when these issues are being reported. Big surges in the morning between 6 and 9 a.m., issues being reported of sewage issues, electricity disruptions, and street lights. And then obviously big surges again when citizens are on their way back home from work between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m., again reporting issues of electricity disruptions, street lights, illegal connections, and water disruptions. GovChat has also created a feature that allows citizens to report citizens that are not adhering to the lockdown violations. Gauteng, the Western Cape province, the Eastern Cape, and KZN are provinces that are not doing well in this regard, where citizens are reporting other citizens not adhering to those lockdown laws. And we are seeing that contraband making the biggest issue that's being reported. Obviously, the selling of tobacco and the selling of alcohol has been reported here. But the big concern for us is, again, the amount of evictions that is being reported on the GovChat platform. This obviously is evident of the economic situation that the country is currently facing itself with, where citizens cannot provide for their basic needs, and that is to provide for a roof over their head. And this obviously, again, is concerning South Africa in serious economic distress during the COVID-19 period. Just from a government ratings point of view, just in the month of May, we have seen SASSA and the Post Office receive well over about 7,000 ratings for the facility and services. I'm going to take you through what those ratings mean shortly when I do a demonstration of the GovChat management portal, but really, really great to see citizens coming forward, being able to rate their experiences at these public institutions. At a granular level, we can see that if there's a public institution that is not doing well, that's being reported by citizens, then it is SAPS, the South African Police Service, receiving 1 out of 5 stars for both the service and the facility rating from citizens, something that the South African Police Services really, really need to look at. And I hope that they are going to address this experience challenge from citizens really, 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 really soon. GovChat has also partnered with the Human Rights Commission during COVID-19, where we ran a poll around school readiness. About 2,901 participants took part in this poll. 64% said that schools at the time were not ready to welcome students back due to the PPE requirements. 26% of these participants came from the Gauteng area, and about 25% and 14% coming from the Western Cape and the KZN area. From a gender point of view, 54% of the participants are female, and then 46% being male. GovChat, as I said previously, started out a feature that allows citizens to find out who their public representatives are. Gauteng province, KZN, the Western Cape and Eastern Cape, making up the majority of those searches there. And we've also just allowed citizens, and we created a feature that allows citizens to find out who their closest traditional leader is. Rural provinces like the Northwest Province, the Eastern Cape, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and KZN are the provinces that is most searched for traditional leaders. And then I can also tell you who the most searched for traditional leader on the GovChat platform is, and he is from the KZN province, and he is Pasola Jackson Temba. That's going to be my presentation. And I am going to just do a live demonstration quickly on our management portal. Okay, so this is a management portal. This is what government sees. So as citizens are reporting various municipal issues, this is all mapped out. And this is a dashboard that allows government to see in real time how issues are being reported. We can see this in the last 30 minutes, last hour, last 24 hours, last 2 days. If you want to see for the past week or for the past month, we can do that. We can also do this by province, by municipality, and by ward as well. And it gives real granular information around what those issues are. We also have an insight section that gives the total count of what those issues are, obviously also per province, per municipality, and per ward. And then we can also very quickly go and see what the top 5 issues around GovChat was being reported. I'm just going to also just show you a few more dashboards. Okay, let me just do this again. Okay, just to also show you that, so this is the home page of the management portal. We have processed just on WhatsApp alone, well over 241 million messages on the GovChat platform. We can also show you a few other heat maps. Let's just show you the SASSA one. This is all real time. This is a heat map of all the SRD grants mapped out on GovChat. We can see how many issues, how many applications we received, how many we submitted, and we can go and do this very, very easily by province. That's the Western Cape. We can, let's say we do Gauteng, and then we can do this very quickly by municipality as well, and see what those issues are being reported. Let's just take you to the SASSA dashboard. Okay. So here we can see we've had well over 3.7 million conversations on GovChat just around SASSA alone. From a data usage point of view, we can show you what type of mobile devices are used. We can also show you from a mobile network operator. You can see that 40% of all the GovChat users are coming from Vodacom. And also 40% from MTN, Cell C making up 13%, and Telkom making up 8%. We can also very quickly show you where the data challenges are of those citizens that couldn't complete the SASSA grant application form due to the cost of data. And we can also show you per province what those issues are and how many of those issues were there. Let's just go back quickly. From a SASSA application point of view, we can show you how many was received, how many we submitted directly to SASSA, but also how many applications we couldn't send through because they were not completed, maybe because of the cost of data, or it could be because of a network issue. We can see this over time. We can see this coming from South African citizens. As you can see, majority of the GovChat citizens or citizens that is applying for a grant on GovChat is aged between 21 and 30, and again, a big portion coming from 31 to 40. We are also able to give the gender demographic for South African citizens, and we are able to do that for refugees and for special permit holders as well. This obviously I can also tweak between last week, the last month, and I can also do this by province, by municipality, by ward as well. I can also show you that we have mapped out all of the SASSA facilities on GovChat. about 2,265, and we can show you the average rating of a SASSA facility that's been rated on GovChat is 4 out of 5 stars. And we distinguish between retail and public infrastructure. So ShopRite Checkers, KitKat, Pick and Pay, Boxer, which are pay points for SASSA grants. We are able to see how Citizens has rated not just the post office and SASSA office, but retail stores like Pick and Pay and ShopRite Checkers, how they've rated the service and the facility over time, and we can do that also in real time. And then, as I said before, we have digitized the SASSA call center by creating a frequently asked question chatbot within GovChat. Here you can see the last count was 484,000 frequently asked or answered questions. Majority of those questions relates to, so about 167,000 is related to banking and payment related, and then the second biggest coming in 136,000 questions answered around the status of that application. Again, we can do this all over a specific time. Let's go on to the next dashboard quickly. Let's take a municipal dashboard. So I can show you quickly the, just look at this in the last month, 10,100 municipal service requests being reported on GovChat. What is really, really great with this dashboard is that I can go and see all these issues. So let's take all the electricity issues that's being reported. This is at a country level, so we distinguish between the total electricity disruptions and illegal connections. We can do this over time. We can do this per location, and we can see how people that have reported electricity issues, how it is impacting all the public facilities, healthcare institutions, early childhood development centers, SASSA offices, post offices, schools, how it's affecting an IEC voting station. What's also great is that I can do this, let's say we do this at a province level, I can see that, and now I can even go and do it into municipal level, and then obviously into ward level. We can see how this is being impacted, and we can do this in real time as well. Let's do a similar one for water. Let's look at all the water issues in the country that's reported on GovChat. You can see that Gauteng is making up the biggest one, and then the Western Cape, and then the East, and then KZN is the second biggest, and look how they are being reported there. Let's just go to see how it's being reported at a more granular level. So KZN province, let's take a municipality like, let's see, let's take eThekwini, and see how it's being reported at a ward level. Again, this is real time at a country level, at a provincial level, municipal, and at a ward level. Let's also just quickly show you that from a facilities ratings point of view, we have received almost 30,000 ratings, 29,966 ratings we have received. Let's just go and see what is that made up of. Look at this. Majority here you can see is SASSA and the post office. SASSA in the last month being rated by 10,285 citizens, and the post office being rated by 6,494 citizens. And look at this rating for the service out of 5 stars, 3.63 stars out of 5 stars, and the SASSA offices from a facility point of view being rated 3.98 stars. So on average, close to 4 out of 5 stars. SASSA doing really, really well a real good experience that citizens are having. We can also show you that we've mapped out all of these facilities. Let's look at what the biggest one is. Definitely schools. We've mapped out about 24,460 schools, and we've also mapped out the second biggest coming in, which is the IEC voting stations, 36%, 22,977 schools. As I said before, we allow citizens to find out who their public representatives are, and we can do this at a granular level as well. George Van Loo is the most reported or most searched for a ward councillor on the GovChat platform. Let's go and show you the COVID-19 dashboards quickly, just uploading. Here we can show you that we received about 230,000 test results, 96,000 being positive ones and 143,000 being negative on GovChat. We are also able to show you from a symptoms point of view what's being recorded. And then what's really great is we can show you how citizens are searching for testing stations, all mapped out on GovChat's heat map. And then we can show you who's got medical aid and who doesn't. And we can show you who searching for public versus private testing station. And we can also show you which are the best and the worst healthcare rated facilities on the GovChat platform. And then the final one is a macro dashboard. Now, this dashboard is for oversight government departments like the Presidency, the Department of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation, to literally be able to understand all the issues that are being reported. So every activity on GovChat is mapped out, is recorded, just to help government understand exactly what the issues are. We know what mobile devices are being used. We can understand which mobile operators there are, where the data challenges are, the most reported municipal service issues, what the top 5 issues are, how those issues are reporting, public institutions, when those issues are coming in, so we can track this in real time. From a SASSA point of view, we can see that we've received 4.4 million applications. We can distinguish what are South African citizens, refugees, permit holders, and the gender splits, the age splits, the SASSA FAQs, as I said, the COVID-19 test cases, the facility reports. So we can go and see, we can assess service ratings from facility ratings, and then the latest feature, obviously, which is the corruption feature. We can go and see who is reporting what and how they are reporting it. So that is going to be my presentation and my live demonstration. I'm not sure if there are any questions. I see that there are no questions yet. But I'm happy to take questions later. Please feel free to make contact with GovChat. We are on all social media platforms. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook as well. Again, those of you that is trying to connect on GovChat using WhatsApp, just add the number 08204685553. My name is Eldrid Jordaan again. Once again, thank you for allowing me Urban Festival 2020 to share this presentation. And I hope that we can hang out again soon. Thank you very, very, very much. Bye-bye.